as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
D-Wade had a good quarter there. 10 points, and he's put one three-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
So on the floor for Houston. Pierce is out there with Terrence Jones. Then it's Mozgov. Then there's C.J. Miles. And it's Bayless in the one spot.
For Bayless, it was his 6th team in 7 years last season. A good utility combo guard to have. He can score, he can make plays for others. He's really defined his role in this league.
Wade sets the pick for Garnett. Back to Rondo. Wade dishes to Korver. The drive by Wade. Just 5 on the clock. Second chance shot. Good on the jump shot. And the Heat lead by 6. Talking about Jared Bayless, some thought he would be a star when he first entered the NBA, and he certainly had his moments, Greg, but inconsistency and turnovers have kept the lid on his progress.
Yeah, well, where I like Bayless is in spot plays. You need a lift, you need a spark offensively. You go see Jared.
Rondo kicks to Korver. He feeds it to Garnett. Heat moving the ball around. And it's Wade in the corner. Shoots over Mozgov. No good off the front iron.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
They get the rebound. And Bayless kicks to Mozgov. Jones against Garnett. Out left to the wing. It's stolen by Bogut. Wade drives in. Korver passes to Garnett. Now here's Wade. Tight defense on him. That is good.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And Rondo sends it back. And he lobs it up. Korver dishes to Garnett. The offensive rebound. Outside for Rondo. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Crawford comes in for Paul Pierce. Monte Ellis checked in for C.J. Miles. And D.J. Augustine subbed in for Jared Bayless. And here's Rondo after Terrence Jones getting his 3 to go. Screen by Bogut. Korver kicks to Wade. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That was a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
It's been a good one for Jones. 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 three-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Splitters checked in for Bogut. Williams comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Williams in for Rajon Rondo. And it's Wade penetrating beyond the arc. Williams can't hit. Well, for Terrence Jones, Clark, a very scary episode to begin last season. He suffered from a rare nerve damage to his left leg.
Yeah, he wondered if he'd be able to play again after missing 3 months. He finally got back out on the court. Good for him, because I enjoy watching him play.
And I tell you what, the Rockets are happy to have Terrence Jones back and healthy. They tried to acquire Bosch last season. Looked like they had it, but make no mistake, Jones was always going to be a player not only with tremendous potential, but someone that they view as a valuable commodity on that roster.
Wade, good. 1:05 left to play in the third. It's Crawford with the drive. Augustine in the corner. Shoots it up. Got a hand on it. Here's Wade. And Ellis with the block.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
Here's Varejao. Loses his grip and misses the dunk.
And guys, Terrence Jones, good numbers as far as blocks and rebounding and scoring around the rim. He's also shown potential as far as playing on the perimeter. The Rockets hope he can fill that spread 4 role for them moving forward.
Crawford. Second chance shot. And Varejao with a nice bucket inside. Varejao's got his second bucket of the game to go. And we've reached the end of the third. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. The Heat leading by 4. They've got Kyle Korver. Williams is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Splitter. And it's Bogut in a center. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Williams. Can't get the tip in. Rocket shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Here's Korver. Puts it up from 15.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Mozgov kicks to Bayless. 4 on the clock. Mozgov passes to Pierce. Banked in off the glass. Pierce has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Rockets. Screen by Bogut. Rondo dishes to Williams. Here's Korver. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
The Heat making a switch here. Wade's checked in. And a change for the Rockets. Jones is checked in. Over to the left wing. Here's Bayless. The stupendous finish in traffic. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Outside Rondo. Screen by Bogut. Rondo kicks to Wade. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
He did the important part at the line there, the heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a 2-possession game.
Offside Rondo. Pass to Splitter. Now here's Rondo. Outside for Korver. Wade gets the bucket.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Here is Bayless. He's covered by Rondo. Miles the pass to Bayless. Rondo with some nice D.
That's an example there, guys, of contesting the shot and corralling the board. That's really all you can ask of a guy at that end of the floor.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Heat?
Guys, how about all the second chance points they've been able to convert throughout the game?
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
Coach can't be pleased with their inconsistency on the defensive glass. They've been caught taking pictures out there. They're watching, as opposed to getting in there and securing the orange.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, guys, Kevin McHale had some advice for the team in that last break. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Kevin Garnett is checked in for Splitter. Here's Korver. The basket good off the assist from Wade. And it's a 12-point Miami lead.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well-coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine. It's been a good one for Bayless. 10 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
And you've got to take care of business at the free throw line, not just getting there, but converting.
Both free throws good from Bayless. 1:44 left here in the fourth quarter. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
Here is Miles. From deep three-point range. Kept alive by Houston. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Mozgov.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Here is Bayless. Poked away. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Up the floor. And there's Korver on the assist by Rondo. 14 points in the game for Kyle Korver.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Miami.
Steve, I agree. And, you know, I think the attitude was very impressive. And, Clark, you had talked about this before the game. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. They put a tremendous performance in terms of effort and intensity, and they deserve to win this one.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Dwayne Wade. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. And then for Houston, Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Jefferson comes in for C.J. Miles. And D.J. Augustine subbed in for Jared Bayless. Here's Houston now.
Just too much of a deficit to overcome.
Just not enough clicks and ticks left on that clock in this one, Greg.
And Augustine kicks to Varejão. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a heads-up play there on offense. The pump fake cleared the way for the nice layup.
And so it's Miami winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.